Hello, my name is Ashley Neal, and this video is going to show you how to perform the muscular fitness assessments. The purpose of a muscular fitness assessment is to determine an individual's muscular ability and strength that involve the movement of a body part or external force that can be generated by a specific muscle or muscle group. The purpose of the push-up test is to determine the muscular strength and endurance of the upper body by performing a maximum amount of push-ups. Before starting the push-ups, remind your client that when he or she is pushing up from the floor, they must breathe outwards. In the standard position of the push-up, the hands must be pointed forward and under the shoulder. The client's back must be straight with their head up, using the toes as a pivot point. The client must completely straighten the elbows when returning to the down position until the client's chin touches the mat. You should remind the client that their stomach may not touch the mat. In the modified position, the client's legs are together with the knees in a bent position, the ankles are plantar flexed, the back is straight with hands shoulder width apart, and their head is up. The client's chin must still touch the mat. When your client can no longer perform a push-up with the correct form, the test must be stopped and the total number of push-ups performed will be the client's score. A maximal test is the heaviest weight that your subject can lift at once. A maximal test should only be given if the subject is familiar with the movements that they will be performing. A submaximal test is a test that may be performed by placing a weight that your subject can lift for 10 repetitions. Before your subject's 1RM attempt, you should have your subject warm up for 5 to 10 minutes by doing low-intensity exercise. After your subject's 5 to 10 minute warm-up, you should have your subject perform several reps, no more than 10, with light or no weight. The proper position your subject should have is that your subject should lay flat on the bench with their feet planted on the floor and their hands shoulder width apart on the bar. When your subject is ready to begin the 1RM, you must choose a weight that is 50 to 70% of their RM. Increase the weight by 2.5 to 20 kilograms or 5.5 to 44 pounds until the client is not able to complete the lift. The subject's 1RM should be found within no more than 4 attempts to avoid fatiguing the client. When your subject can no longer lift the weight, the total amount of weight lifted successfully will be recorded as his or her absolute 1RM. An important thing to remember while administering this test is that you should let your client rest 3 to 5 minutes between each trial. For reps to fatigue, you will have your subject use the same form as the 1RM. For reps to fatigue, you will add weight that is within the subject's perceived capacity. Your subject will have to do 10 or fewer reps. If they do 11 or more, you stop them and increase the resistance by 2.5 to 20 kilograms. The final weight lifted by your subject successfully is recorded as the absolute multiple RM. The equation above is used when predicting a 1RM based on the amount of reps to fatigue. Displayed above is an example of a client's predicted 1RM.